Kylie Jenner has revealed that her and Timothée Chalamet are still going strong in their relationship.
Hey Timothy,
It's okay, yeah.
you and Kylie make such a good couple. Are you happy in the relationship?
I cannot believe they're still together, but I'm happy about it.
I know that posture from a mile away. That posture is Timothée Chalamet.
Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian aren't big fans of Timothée Chalamet. Kylie Jenner might be in love with him, but he's putting zero effort into getting to know the family, and it seems like that's for the best. So let's get into it. We're going to be talking about a really important sponsor today, Aura. Now, there are reports that hackers have stolen nearly every American's social security number. That's right, over 2.9 billion records were stolen from National Public Data, which is a system that holds information for background checks and a lot of personal information that you don't want out there. And now hackers have access to it. These stolen records include names, addresses, dates of births, social security numbers, phone numbers, and what's even worse is that there are reports that these hackers have leaked this information online for free. It's infuriating and terrifying to think how exposed we all are. And if you weren't taking precautions with your information before, it's time to do so. Aura alerts me if they find my phone number, email, social security number, or anything else on the dark web. This could be the most vulnerable that many Americans have been online ever before. Aura is an all-in-one security app that keeps you safe from threats like this. Aura alerts me if they found my phone number, email, social security number, or any other information on the dark web. They also notify me fast if someone's trying to use my bank information or access my credit cards. And that's not all, because Aura also provides parental controls, a password manager, transaction monitoring, and more, all within one app. It's the ultimate tool to keep you and your family safe. You could use my link aura.com/Sloan to get a 14-day trial for free. And that's just enough time for Aura to figure out if any of your information has been leaked. Again, visit aura.com/Sloan. Thank you, Aura, for sponsoring this video, and enjoy. Kylie Jenner is doing everything in her power to hold on to her relationship with Timothée Chalamet, which I know it's Timothy, guys, but look how it's spelled. I mean, Timothée sounds cooler, but Kylie Jenner claims she's never been in love like she is with Timothée. I guess Tyga and Travis Scott do not compare. And there's no way that Kris Jenner isn't behind this. A source told People how Kylie Jenner is incredibly happy with Timothée, and she's never been in love like this before. Her family loves him. He's so discreet and always has her back. He's very much a gentleman and everything that Kylie deserves. Interesting that they used the word discreet, because we saw that he had brought Kylie out on the red carpet, and it seems like he didn't like the world's reaction to their relationship, so they've been trying to keep it very low key. In my opinion, I don't think this is something that Kylie wants to do in particular, but it's what Timothy's trying to do to protect himself as some esteemed actor, opposed to a reality star dating a Kardashian-Jenner. The source continued that their relationship has become very serious. Keep in mind that there were breakup rumors recently. Actually, Kylie Jenner refused to speak about Timothée when she did a New York Times interview back in March, saying that she didn't want to talk about personal things. She said, "I don't know how I feel about that. I just don't want to talk about personal things," which is rich coming from someone from this family. But I think it speaks to how this effect of dating a Kardashian and a Jenner isn't necessarily helpful. And for someone who's kind of above this family, it really takes them down a notch. Here's a clip of Timothée being asked about Kylie while out and about, and the paparazzi's confronting him.
Hey Timothy,
It's okay, yeah.
you and Kylie make such a good couple. Are you happy in the relationship?
I feel like anytime I see a celebrity at Rodeo Drive, it's like you're kind of asking for the paparazzi.
What's it like dating Kylie? Is it the best thing ever? Is it fun? I see you smiling. Thank you.
One article reads, Kylie Jenner and Timothée seen exiting private jet after her tropical birthday getaway. After Kylie turned 27 on August 10th, a source told People that Timothée had joined her for her birthday bash in the Bahamas with a small group of close friends. The source said it was a nice break for her. Now, we actually didn't know that he was attending this trip until we saw him at the airport. They were spotted exiting her private plane on Monday, which must be nice. I wonder, do private planes get as much turbulence? Like, I'm so over the turbulence. Like, a private jet sounds really nice. Of course, I could never afford / I would never want to spend that kind of money on like traveling. Like, I already don't like, I don't even like, paying what it costs already. They need to lower those costs. But honestly, if they need to raise them to make the flight safer, then go ahead and do that too.
Did Timothée Chalamet throw Kylie Jenner a surprise birthday party? Someone wrote into Dumois, TC, Timothée Chalamet, threw a surprise party for Kylie Jenner's birthday last night. I know someone who worked there as a waitress. The guests were not allowed to take pictures without him and Kylie's approval. But another source claims that source is lying because Khloe threw Kylie a massive birthday party, so why would there be two parties, the surprise party that Timothée threw her and the big one that Khloe threw her? However, Stassi did just post this photo on her Instagram story wishing Kylie a happy birthday, and this photo looks familiar because it's the same cake and outfit that Khloe posted on her photo dump for Kylie's birthday party that she threw her. But at the party Khloe threw Kylie, Kylie's wearing this dress, so is it possible that Khloe threw this party and Kylie wearing the black dress is the surprise party Timothée threw her?
Now, you guys know there are a ton of online sleuths out there, and I love them all, especially when they notice Timothée in the back of one of Kylie's selfies. Now, this could be some rando, but I also think this is their way of kind of suggesting that their relationship is still on. One person wrote, "Ha, crumbs, it's all we get, crumbs." It must be exhausting for anyone that's invested in this relationship.
I spy with my little eyes Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet. Like my eyes zoomed in. I know that posture from a mile away. That posture is Timothée Chalamet. Here is the photo zoomed in. Like, you cannot tell me that posture is not Timothée Chalamet. Timothée Chalamet has a very distinct posture. It is very niche. And there's always going to be two things that give it away that it is Timothée Chalamet. First off, the posture, and second off, the way that he walks. But I love that the two are spending some quality time together. And like, this is an Instagram official photo for these two.
An insider was quoted saying Kylie and Timothée hang out with each other frequently and communicate on a regular basis. They've gone on a number of dates recently, but they always do their best to try to stay under the radar as much as possible. Now, I know why people are confused by their relationship, because I believe there was a breakup period this summer before he came through and saved the birthday weekend. It's funny because after a month-long hiatus from public dates, a lot of people speculated that she was either pregnant with Timothée's baby or they had been broken up, which are two very different conclusions.
The internet was running wild that Kylie Jenner's pregnant. And when I tell you, she has to be at least 0 months pregnant because Kylie's body is snatched with a K. I love that this sushi spot is literally where we're seeing everything with the Kardashians. Like the non-pregnancy announcements, friendship reconciliations, and relationship reveals, like when Kendall was spotted kissing Bad Bunny. Now, I hate to say it because I shouldn't have to say it, but did we not learn our lesson and listen to Kourtney Kardashian and stop questioning if people are pregnant?
It's funny when I see them at that spot because I live pretty close to that area. At least I drive by it. And the other day, my boyfriend was like, "Isn't that where the paparazzi pictures are taken?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it is." He's like, "You know what? It looks way less, cool in person. It does look a lot cooler in the photos." But it looks like Kylie Jenner's sisters think her boyfriend, Timothée, is just using her for a good time, which is a switch up. I thought it was about Kylie using Timothée. Kylie Jenner is totally loved up with boyfriend Timothée Chalamet and is banking on a long-term future together. But sources exclusively tell Life and Style that her sisters, not the sisters, are increasingly convinced that it's a bad match between the two and that he's simply stringing her along. Quote, "Timothée is obviously enjoying himself with Kylie, but when it comes to getting to know her family, he's put in almost no effort and doesn't seem to want to," which is maybe a good thing for this family because the boyfriends always get way too connected and then they stick around after the relationship ends. Sure, he's come to the occasional dinner or family gathering like Easter, but that took a huge amount of effort on Kylie's part. And the few times he has shown up, he spent the majority of his time talking to her and practically ignoring the rest of the family. And I already know that like Kourtney, Khloe, especially Kris, Kim, they probably do not like that, especially because they're so nosy and into everyone's business that Timothée having this guard up, which is probably good to protect himself, is rubbing them the wrong way. Maybe he's familiar with the Kardashian curse, but her sisters are telling her it's a huge red flag and that if he was serious about her long term, he would make more of an effort. Instead, he's giving the impression that he thinks the Kardashians are beneath him, which they obviously find so insulting. And they're telling her it's clear that he's just using her for a good time. Kylie has allegedly told her family members to stay out of her business. She insists the best way for her to protect what she has with Timothée is to keep him away from them and all the drama that usually follows the Kardashian man. The Kardashian curse, if you guys have not seen my podcast episode about that, definitely go and check it out. The source adds, Kylie thinks the best chance she has of making this work long term with Timothée is for him to have very limited time or association with her family.
Kylie Jenner has revealed that her and Timothée Chalamet are still going strong in their relationship. And you guys, this marks exactly 1 year together. As we know, the relationship is extremely private. We don't see them too often. Literally, the last time that we saw them was at the Golden Globes together. And before that, we've only seen them at a couple events together. Kylie Jenner has not taken off the love bracelet. She wears it all the time. And that is a bracelet that her and Timothée Chalamet have together. I am so happy for the couple. And I just cannot believe it has been literally a year of them together.
So even though this sounds pretty unhealthy for any other family dynamic, this might be the best case scenario for a Kardashian-Jenner relationship. I mean, this report claims that they are closer than ever, especially after Kylie admitted that she was stricken with postpartum depression after her last pregnancy. Kylie has grown up very quickly. I believe she had Stormi at 19. She's now 27 with 2 children, and I feel like she could probably use a break and kind of figure out who she is and what she wants from her life. But you also know that this family is keen on having kids, and it seems like they just want to populate the next stars in Hollywood. I mean, imagine in like 10 years, 20 years, we're already seeing like Northwest become an influencer kind. They're going to dominate everything.
You look amazing.
I'm still 158.
Your belly button is back to normal.
Me too.
I'm 198 right now. So if you want to
Kylie, I'm not kidding. You look insane.
Kylie, your belly button is back to normal. That is so much.
Want me to go with you? It's like different. Do you want
No, it looks great.
This is going to be kind of my first photo shoot after Stormi and doing like my first few fittings and getting back into it. It's kind of hard and discouraging.
You're looking insane.
It's crazy.
It just doesn't. No, it does.
Recently, Kylie did an interview with Vogue where she addressed the Ozempic rumors. The reality star addressed online speculation that she is on drugs. She said, "I'm back at my weight I was before I had my daughter and son, and people are putting side-by-sides of me 3 months postpartum." She continued, "Does everyone forget I had 2 children and gained 60 pounds of both pregnancies?" She said, "I was 200 pounds when I gave birth to my 9-pound babies. I finally lost all the baby weight after my daughter and then got pregnant with my son 2 months later." And while that sounds really nice, how do I say this? Well, let's just say I know people who have been close to the family, and they like were familiar with this kind of drug before we even knew what it was. It's kind of how the industry works. Like, especially moving out here in LA, like you get hip to these things way before everyone else will. So like, you know, when we saw Khloe Kardashian get super thin super early, no one, you know, knew to call out Ozempic, but now it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Especially with the information I've learned, it makes sense to me. So I want to hear what you guys think of this video in the comments below. I feel like Timothée hates this family, but he sees something within Kylie, and you know, that's kind of cute, right? Maybe love does exist. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye, guys.